Welcome back to the Howard Family Fantasy Football League Week 17 recap. Happy New Year's to everyone, and thank you to everyone who's joining, and we should have a few more joining shortly. But this is our last podcast. So we're gonna make it a good one. This has been a lot of fun. The series.
A lot of fun.
But once again, thank you guys for joining and taking your time away from your day. All right, our recap for the matchups. We had Dad versus Grandpa. Dad, you won the champion.
I'll take it, man. I'll take it.
The champion.
I'll take it.
Good job. And 260.4 to 229.48. Now, Dad, you had CeeDee Lamb.
I mean, CeeDee Lamb pretty much carried me to the championship. It was CeeDee Lamb.
66 points.
66 points.
And then Grandpa, an unusual folk who's usually not on our report, but David Njoku, who has been very good the last few weeks, especially with Joe Flacco. And then he also had Achane.
Achane.
That's how
you say it. No, Njoku was great. I mean,
yeah.
dude, that dude's solid with Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
So more cowbell, please.
Yes.
Keep doing that. That was pretty cool.
Welcome, Maddie, by the way.
Thank you.
But we had Uncle Danny versus Uncle Jason. Jason won this one.
Oh, hello.
211.24 to 164.4. Uncle Jason, you had Lamar Jackson's 54 points. I feel like Lamar Jackson never puts up very disappointing numbers, but
that's
Lamar. Did I actually have a game last week?
Third place? You said a lot.
I had no idea.
You had a lineup.
I have no idea. If I had anyone on injury, I'm sorry.
You didn't.
I was out of the country.
You didn't, and that's
out of the way.
I mean,
if you had your team on autopilot, it autopiloted its way to a win. So
yeah,
200 points.
Well,
so that's good.
Full disclosure, I did not set a lineup.
I feel like Uncle Jason has everything on autopilot. You know, his draft, his car, his his team.
That's how I want to live my life. I don't want to do any work in my life.
You've got to set up.
Yeah.
Got to set up. Let it run on autopilot. I love it.
But Uncle Danny, you had Dustin Hopkins on injury in your starting lineup.
Yeah, I did forget to change him. We were away on vacation, and I forgot to look at that. And then I know there was somebody else that ended up sitting, but that was a late
commit. But he didn't.
Yeah,
they just didn't. I think he was hurt, and they didn't throw to him.
Yeah, they didn't throw to him.
And I looked fantasy league because he got me 0 points.
Yeah, he was in the championship for two of his leagues.
Yeah, and that Cole Kmet did me in. So
and they never said anything about it. So that one was not on me. The Dustin Hopkins was on me, but the other one was not. That one was not announced.
Yeah.
When I looked at it.
Yeah, it happens.
Mm-hmm. And then
if it had been a Sunday, I'd have been able to change him, but because it was already done on Thursday, I went.
Yeah, that's true.
Crap! I forgot.
I think it was all thrown off.
Yeah. And then we had me versus Maddie. I won. This was another close matchup between me and Maddie. 146.4 to 145.16. I noticed.
Wow. Lots of points there.
So I noticed that Maddie didn't really set her lineup. Like, she didn't replace Jalen Waddle. But I wasn't gonna help her, or I wasn't trying to hurt her. But
wait, so if I had set my lineup, I would have won?
Yes.
If you would have just had someone in for Jalen Waddle because he got you 0 points.
The funny thing is, I saw that I had an inactive person in my lineup, and I was just like, oh, whatever.
I just didn't.
I mean, it's 5 versus 6, so it's purely a pride thing, but. You would.
So I'm 6.
Well, that was 7 versus 8.
I'm sorry.
No, 7 versus 8. My allowance.
It's 7th place game. Excuse me. I'm looking.
I'm
looking at the seedings or something. Yeah, 7th place game. That makes sense.
Anyways, yeah.
Wait, so I'm 7th place?
No.
Well, you're 8th for a consolation round, but it doesn't really mean anything in our league.
Okay.
Yeah. But I had Elijah Moore, who doesn't usually put up big numbers, usually under projected, but he got 23 points, and he was my only over projected player for the week. And I just
You won on
And Ben, you had the only
And-
player.
He also got hurt like
I didn't
half.
say- Ben, you have the only player that anyone had that died in the field on Thursday.
Yeah. And then Maddie had Najee Harris with 38.4 points, and she didn't replace Jalen Water, so that really hurt her. Sure. And then we have Lila versus Amaya. Amaya won this one 219.56 to 194.96. Amaya had Brees Hall with 40.2 points, and Lila had Jerome Ford with 41.2 points. I feel like all the Browns players, really just showed up, and it showed in the game,
It
obviously.
was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, great to see.
So good job to
Browns.
Amaya.
Ooh.
Oh, welcome, Amaya. Welcome.
Thanks. Shut up just in time.
All right.
All right, yeah,
Move on.
that's enough for the recap, and we have our Howard banter now. So the punishment was decided by grandma, and it's obviously decided that the Instagram profile picture, but we need to decide on when she's serving her punishment and how long.
Well, we decided to one day. That was
24
was
hours.
pre-decided.
We did put that on the thing. It was 24 hours.
I thought it was 1 week.
I thought it was a
No.
week.
I
too.
thought it was longer.
It was a week.
Did you write a
I
week?
think Ben had to do it for a week.
Yeah.
No, you've never had a punishment. This is the
week
first
sounds
punishment we've
fair.
actually done.
No, Ben had the first punishment that he had to change his thing.
Look, we can
That-
pull up the
that-
picture, no problem.
That worked.
I
That was a
didn't have
thing.
to change it.
Oh, okay.
And that was for a week.
No, don't go for that.
It's a week then.
Oh.
Back.
That was the precedent that was set.
Yeah, it
Wait,
said
wait.
like I suck at fantasy football or something, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're just holding the sign.
Yeah,
if I
but
remember
You sure
right.
that wasn't just your regular profile picture?
Oh.
but so when do we think it should be? Do we think it should be like
I think the champion of the league picks the day it starts and it goes for 7 days.
Okay. Okay. I will text you,
Pete said-
Lila.
Pete said right
I
now.
will text you. Right now would be fine. I'm fine with right now if you want to get it over with.
I think you should wait till next week when she's back in school and people are
Yeah,
actually looking at it.
Well, what about
Sure
the
she did
first?
now.
What about the first week of school?
Oh.
Yeah, that's the first week
So,
back.
like,
Oh.
I'm not-
Saturday,
I'm not-
No, the first
Sadistic.
week
I like
of
it.
the new year.
No,
in
August of-
August,
August
September,
of
the
next
first
year?
week of school.
no.
Oh, in
That's-
6
that's-
months?
Yes.
That's so far
a
away.
long
Lila,
time.
I'm sorry, Lila, but you have no say.
That's true. That's
How
true.
about sometime in the next 12 hours is when your clock starts. You can post it. How about that?
Can we pull up the picture that was decided on?
I don't have,
Have it?
I'll show it on the screen here. Hold on.
Okay.
I have it.
I don't remember which one it was because there was a couple different ones in circulation.
Just go to the group chat.
Yeah, it's
Oh, there it is.
There we
There
go.
it is.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that.
There
Yeah,
it is.
that's
That's
it.
solid. I like it.
There it is.
I like it. I would have liked more of a smile from Lila. Like I'm
That
happy.
was done on purpose. She did that
Okay.
on purpose.
Yeah,
That was her
I know what she
protesting.
was doing.
Yeah,
We know. So
yeah. Well, sometime in the next 12 hours, we're assuming. You can post it in 7
Yeah,
days.
I'll post it
You
tomorrow
have-
morning when I wake up.
you got it. You have 12 hours.
Got
to
it.
It
post.
may not be before like 12 o'clock.
I would do it now. The way you
I was about to say you can do it now. You got half.
Yeah,
a day
do it
where
while
people
we're
are
on the
sleeping.
call so everybody can check it. Get your phone out.
You guys like so I can show them?
She's doing it now.
All right.
All right, we're
Sounds
gonna
good. Sounds
we're
good.
gonna, yeah, we're gonna move, and then we'll obviously see that happen
Here's the
live.
picture.
But
Just
the
used my
fantasy
photo to
football
something so
losers
pretty,
trophy
though.
will be in the mail soon, very shortly.
Yeah, I was hoping Dad would be on the line here, but he needs to do some gluing because it didn't survive
Oh,
Charlotte's closet.
It didn't survive.
There's a couple things that need to be
oh,
so just have
So
Grandpa
super
that
glue,
out, but,
super glue to the rest.
I'll wait. I'll let him do that. So
Yeah.
but expect that in the mail sometime soon.
So much soon, and it'll be very for everyone to see in Lila's room, of course.
It's loading.
the profile picture is loading.
Go.
It's up.
It's changed.
So anyone wants to see it,
All right,
go
I'm
look at it.
checking.
So we have the last place trophy, right? What I was proposing
Yes.
is I don't know if oh, that's gorgeous. I love it.
No.
If
There it is.
I don't want a first place trophy,
Yeah.
but I would like a ring. Can they do the ring?
Oh.
I want a championship ring.
Ooh. Okay.
Can we
Okay.
do that?
I like the idea, like a 3D printed ring, maybe?
3D printed ring by Grandpa
But like,
with you know I can help with the design because you know it's my championship.
you know,
The ring would be cool, but
to help.
Does the winner get to choose, Pete? Because I want like a WWE belt.
I think so. That would take an awful lot of his plastic or whatever.
Oh, I'll buy it myself. I don't care.
Oh, he would do it. I think he would do it.
yeah, but
I would like a ring.
I have
If you want a belt, I think a belt is a great idea.
I have a major question, Dad. Would winners in the past be able to get rings?
I think it's from thus.
the first and the third year, yes. Second year, no.
Oh
I
no.
think it should be based on what years got punishments. If there was a punishment, then the winner gets something too. If there was no punishment, then the winner doesn't get anything.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because I had to serve a
Ooh.
punishment, and last year didn't have
I
to serve
think
a
that's a
good
punishment. So
idea.
I don't think anyone from last year should get a championship ring.
Anyway, if the Fort Lauderdale crew can
I mean,
look into the
that's
third.
fine with me because you know he got first the first year and then got eighth the second year, so that's fine with me.
Anyway, check out the first place stuff. I think
Yeah.
we've got some ideas there that
Yeah.
that can work. So
Hmm.
check with.
So you've won twice. Pete, you've won twice, right?
Yeah.
That might just make it into the design, you know.
And Ben won once and Grandpa won once.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, just less shipping. If you
Was this really the fourth year?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
What
It is the
kicker
fourth
did you
year.
have when you won, Ben?
Justin
Tucker.
When did you draft
No.
him? Okay.
Should I pick up a Young Wei Koo or Justin Tucker next year? No.
I guess time will
I'll tell you what, Ben. I don't even know what pick you have yet, but you can have him in the first round right now. He's yours.
No.
And I don't think anyone will protest that.
Why don't you just take both of them?
Ooh, Ben.
First two picks.
I mean, you guys took two quarterbacks, and you actually had three. You had two on the bench and one in the lineup. Like I saw that. I think Danny and Lila had that strategy. I don't understand it, but
It's working.
Well, if you get him super late, it doesn't matter. It's just
Mine kept getting hurt, so
my quarterbacks were so bad that I just had to try to find matchups for them. I drafted them really late,
Yeah.
so they
Alright.
were bad.
But
That
yes,
was the thinking.
definitely think a first place trophy could be in the works. Now,
Well, hold on. Do you want a trophy? Do you want a trophy? Also, we could do a ring. I'm sure we
Yep,
could
just
design
the
a
ring. Just one thing. Just one thing.
so that we can put the tags each year who wins, so we can
Yeah.
look back and say,
I'm fine with making it whatever the champion wants. If you want a ring or if you want a belt, by all means, let's
with
do it.
like
the design.
the year you won and your team name.
Something like that. Yeah.
so the winner can choose, because I know how he does the printing, or have an idea anyway, because I've seen him do it. You'll have to. The winner can pick two colors that they want inside the ring.
Okay. I'll get that. Let me think.
Okay.
About it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll put it together and
Yep. Cool, man.
okay. You
All
got a
right.
ring.
All right, so our
we
next
just agree that should we just agree that the color should always be garnet and gold?
I'm with you.
I was just thinking that.
I'm with you.
Yeah, sounds good.
sounds good.
Or is it orange and brown because it's the NFL?
No, garnet
No,
and
no.
gold.
Garnet gold.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good to
garnet
go.
gold.
Good to go.
Done.
Too easy.
Okay.
All right, our next question is positions to everyone. So what thing did you do this year that you will not do next season?
Strategy wise.
Oh,
Ooh,
please,
I-
Ben, start this. Please, Ben, start this one.
I'm gonna have to say I need to get a better running back in like the second round or first round.
like every other person that plays fantasy football.
Yeah.
So
I
you roundabout basically just said not pick a kicker in the first or second round.
oh wait, I picked a kicker in like the sixth round. I
Yeah.
made progress. And
Okay,
I-
that's fair.
And I only took Justin Tucker in the fifth round because it was gonna, or sixth round because it was gonna auto draft it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Maddie, what would you do different? This is your first year, so you probably had something you learned. What would you do different?
I think my main issue is that I was not familiar with NFL at all, and so I had no idea who anyone was. Like even in the draft. So I mainly did auto draft, but I think next year maybe I'll do a little bit of research beforehand and maybe have at least like one or two people in mind that are not on the auto draft that I want. So that because I had Joe Burrow as a quarterback, but he did not ever put up points, and then he got hurt, and so I think, and I only picked him because I knew his name. So I think next year I'm gonna try and research it a little bit better and try and get people that I know are gonna be good.
Yeah.
I gotta give
Good
props to Maddie though for getting 5th in the fantasy league in her
Good.
first year.
Yeah, pretty good. Good job.
I was supposed to win 0 out of 15 games, so I've beaten the odds.
Far
Yeah.
exceeded expectations.
Very good.
And then Uncle Danny, what would you do different?
Probably pick a quarterback earlier. I thought there was a bunch of quarterbacks you could pick, but I was wrong because I had scrubs on my team. So I would pick a quarterback earlier. They're important. They get a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
They're good ones.
Yeah, Lila.
Not get last place. That's the goal. That's the first goal. Strategies to get there. Gonna have to look at how my weeks went. Maybe just focus on the draft and focus on my first few round picks because all of my first rounders became nothings by the end of the season. Barkley got me nothing. Eckler got me nothing. Dobbins went on IR the first week. So everyone just kind of didn't ever exceed what they were supposed to in my first few rounds. And I guess I'd focus on that.
Yeah, once you made those changes though, like you're putting up by the end of the season over 200 points, I think you're averaging.
Mm-hmm.
So like whatever changes you made were pretty good. Your first rounders and second rounders didn't do anything for you, but
Yeah.
we
have a question.
Made a valiant effort.
We had a debate. If you guys remember, it was 2 weeks ago. I think the Chargers played. Who were they playing and got killed? Oakland or Vegas. Sorry, and they lost whatever it was 63-7 or 14, or it was really bad.
Yeah. It was horrible,
right? And in the fourth quarter, went down 63-7. I think it was. Austin Eckler ran it for 6 yards for a first down and stood up and did a dance and pointed for a first down. Should she have cut him immediately when you celebrate when down 63-7 with a first down?
Probably.
I'm going to say no, just because that's still more fantasy points for you. Whether it's garbage time or not, you still got fantasy.
Yeah, garbage points count.
I think that fantasy should make a point system for celebrations.
Yeah.
You mean
good luck with
bonus
that.
points for good ones?
Yeah.
I think they should have a fantasy just for celebrations. We just have to pick who's going to celebrate the best.
That's a good idea. I like that better.
It's decent. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Maya, what was your changes?
I'm probably going to not play players that are on a bye week. I feel like that would help.
Solid.
Yeah.
Great,
Yeah.
great strategy. What's that from? Dodgeball. Dodgeball. That's a bold strategy.
That is a bold strategy.
And then Dad.
I think I got
Nothing.
lucky with my players, so I don't know what I did right. I just happened to get the right players, and I'll probably want to do more trades. Like I was reluctant to pull the trade trigger this year. I like doing trades though, even if I get raked over the coals, I don't even care. Just let's do trades. It's fun. So
I'm in.
Uncle Jason?
I would probably lean more towards wide receivers. They seem to be put up the most points this year. So I think I would go a little heavier with wide receivers. And the only thing that I would ask if we can make a change to the rules is our flex players. Can we use a tight end for a flex?
NFL, the site we use does not allow. It's not that we didn't include them. The NFL does not allow that site we use. If you guys want to switch sites and pay for it, go to CBS and pay for it.
Nope, that's fine.
Okay. But the NFL, it's not that we chose not to include tight ends. The NFL does not allow it with their flex player.
Okay. Then yeah, I would just lean more toward. It seems like wide receivers put up the most points this year, and it seemed like Pete had the most solid wide receiving core. And he
you
won
think?
the
You think
I mean,
CeeDee Lamb and Hill?
Yeah, I mean that's been the trend over the past couple. I feel like it started with Cooper Cup, and
Well, when they started going to points per reception, when they started doing the PPR
Yeah.
leagues, that really jumped up receivers' values.
yeah,
All
Yep.
right.
Sure.
Last one for the banter. How was everyone's Christmas?
Excellent. Excellent.
And then
We got
Uncle
to see
Jason-
snow. We got to see snow for right after Christmas up in Virginia. So
Wow.
Oh, very cool.
it was very nice.
Where'd you
and-
guys go?
Wintergreen.
Hmm.
It's by
Virginia.
Charlottesville. It's about 30 minutes from Charlottesville.
Nice, nice.
We actually went to Charlottesville and got to see or drove past where Dave had his first concert ever, visited the University of Virginia, which was very pretty.
Okay.
It's not Tallahassee, but it was nice.
We'll do the videos again.
And Uncle Jason, how was Spain?
Really good, really good. Lots of good food, good stuff to look at. Cheap housing that I'm looking at buying, so I can retire in about 4.5 years and move out there. So that's the
Nice.
plan is to buy a place
Cool
and
trip.
once Bella gets out of college.
Sounds awesome.
That sounds good. Yeah.
What part of Spain?
The place that we ended up kind of settling on is Sevilla. It's the southern capital of Spain, about an hour from the ocean. Housing's cheap. We can go over there and pay cash for one right now and be almost in the city center of the main capital area. So
That's crazy.
yeah, it's looking more and more like that's the area we're gonna move to.
Cool, man.
Very cool.
Very cool.
All right. That's enough for the banter, and now we're moving to our segment for what do you think about this? We got a very good one today.
All right.
All right. So
Here we go.
You know,
This is from
Mile
when we were
High.
at Mile High. We had a little competition.
Hi.
This is
This is
Ben.
Ben and Lila.
This is just a few seconds, so we'll let this run on loop here for a second. 17.7 inches was Ben's
Very
jump. He's super stoked.
Yep.
Let's go to Lila. Doing the same jump.
the
Check it
glasses
out.
are so
Check it out.
Okay.
Oh, that was pretty high.
17.8.
Ooh, she
17.
beat him.
That was good.
Nice.
We just love that, Ben felt so good about himself. And we outdid him by a little bit. It was great.
Yeah. And then we have this other
When are we gonna
one
get when are we gonna get a brothers competition going? Because we're competitive.
For the jumping?
Yeah.
Anything.
I mean, I could do it. I would end up in the hospital.
So
You
would
know,
I think it's pretty
need that anymore.
I went.
I think it's if we did this, I think it's pretty safe to say it'd be reverse order of
we.
birth for the finishing
I
position.
mean, I just went. I took Ben to the field yesterday just to throw. He went and did some routes on the football field on base, and we were throwing some good ones. But I was hurting afterwards, man. So like, it was a good idea.
I don't know,
But well,
Pete, has your shoulder ever been the same since Top Golf?
no, it hasn't, man. That was a horrible decision, and I think
Yeah,
maybe I should blame you because you handed me that golf ball. And
I did hand you a golf ball.
competition juices flowed immediately, and it was a
course.
horrible idea and has lingering consequences. So, yeah, no. Short answer is no. It has not been the
Did
same.
you try to throw a golf ball?
Yes.
Yeah, so
That's-
like we were walking out of the parking lot, and
I think
Jason found I think three golf balls, and he's like, "All right, who can throw it the furthest?" And like we all threw it, and I don't think I had a good throw, but I threw my arm out. And my arm has not been the same. That was
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah. So
Hey,
almost
speaking of 2
2.5,
years ago,
yeah.
so this is we wanted to compare Ben, with his 17.7 to what he was in 2021. So this is,
this is right after Jason
I think-
probably on the
I
plane.
think we dropped Jason
Yeah.
off at the airport and
You
went
dropped me off and then you guys
here.
went to the yeah.
So let's see
This is
how
crazy.
close he is to 17.7 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Whoa.
I think it might be 8. I think it might be 8.
You look like George Costanza trying to wail at the awning he couldn't hit.
There's no way.
At least there's an improvement from 2 years ago because this was a little hard to watch. Oh no!
This isn't hard. This
I
is
think
funny
they-
to watch. This is not hard.
You
The
know.
guy had nothing to reset.
No.
It was a little rough, man. A little rough, but that was a fun one. So anyway, jumping competitions and maybe the Howards don't have the best verts, but I guess we have a good time doing it. So you go. No, we're good. We're good.
Okay. All right.
Hey Ben, can I ask you a question real fast?
Yeah.
What's the chain on your around your neck? What is that?
Oh,
for?
it's just
What is
I
that
got it
for?
for Christmas. It's my baseball number 28 with Bennett engraved.
Cool.
Aw.
He got that after the fact, Maddie. He got it. I think. he
Yeah,
got
I didn't see that.
it today. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wanted some drip. That's
Drip.
just-
It's
that's-
been a drippy. It was a drippy Christmas.
was a drippy
It was a
Christmas.
drippy
for us,
Christmas.
Completely.
And then our weekly awards now. We got the points on the bench award. Maddie had 48.8, Uncle Danny 66.24, Lila 70.44, I had 76.84, Amaya, you had 83.2, Dad, you had 83.16, Grandpa, you had 129.8, and Uncle
No,
Jason, you had
so-
137.08. And you are the
So
winner.
Wow.
is the goal of this to have the most or the least amount of points? Because I would think I'd want the least amount of points on the bench.
You do. I mean,
Yeah.
by saying winner, it's not the best. Well, it's usually not the best winner, but I think most of the folks that have won this award
Yeah.
have won their matchup. So it's
Yeah.
kind of counterintuitive.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think usually someone has a lot of points on the bench and they lose.
Yeah.
That's what we were hoping, and it didn't work out that way.
You could probably go back
Yeah,
and before we were doing the podcast and see that it was probably the same.
Yeah. So it's
and,
weird.
And then our total points winner goes to Dad, 260.4.
CD Lamb.
CD Lamb.
Wow.
CD Lamb.
CD Lamb.
CD Lamb.
Yeah.
CD Lamb. And then we got a little not a segment, but some we want to ask you guys for any next season changes and any request you guys want to throw out there. You
For
go.
the
Fine. I have one. I
What
would
is-
just like to say that, like the NFL, because this is an NFL draft, we should do the draft the same way where it goes backwards. Whoever was last gets to draft first.
Hmm.
I like that.
I want the competition. I want the competition draft order.
No, I think we should just.
Hmm.
But only
I don't-
this
I
year
don't-
because it's good. For
I don't know
Yeah.
of a single fantasy league that works like that.
Well,
Maybe we should do a vote.
I don't know, because I think if you either finish last or first, you have a big advantage because you have the back-to-back picks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
and-
doing that gives the advantage back to the first place winner too.
that's true.
yeah. I know what you're saying. I would vote no, though. My vote.
I think I should automatically get first, and then you guys can compete for the other
Mm-mm.
7.
No,
Because
No,
they-
no, no.
also too, if you're saying like the NFL, that would repeat. So you would have the first pick of every single round.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we don't do
No.
we do
Yeah,
a
we-
snake
no.
draft. Which,
We
should he
snake.
get the first pick of every odd round? 1, 3, 5.
no. If you did it
In
the
the draft,
NFL,
though. In the NFL
If you
draft.
did
Oh,
like
I
the
see.
NFL.
I see what you're saying. If you do the NFL, I got you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's never going to happen. No way.
No.
I think we should.
So,
so
No.
therefore
What?
we can't do it like the NFL. So it has to go back to
No.
randomness.
Yeah.
But what I do propose, I think some sort of competition during the summer to determine what the draft order is. That I think
I
we
like
should
the
figure out.
40-yard dash.
I do not like the 40 yards.
No.
Oh, like
I'll do
I do not.
I'll do it too, but I don't want to take first every single time.
Well,
We're
maybe
getting competitive
Oh,
now.
here goes the competitiveness.
I'm just saying, no one's going to beat me. Let's just be real.
No one's what?
No one's going to beat me. I'm faster than everyone.
Uncle
Well,
Jason,
I'm
what's
not,
your-
I
Alright.
definitely don't propose
if
running.
you're running the 40-yard dash, what shoe are you wearing?
I'd find a running shoe off of a track, or cleats if we're doing it on a grass. So I don't know which shoes I would wear yet.
what's your 40-yard dash time?
It's sub 5.
Sub 5.
I would
Yeah.
No
I
shot.
would like to propose we meet in Ohio in the summertime. We go to our old house and get bikes, and we do our old Barberton Speedway laps, and whoever's the fastest gets it.
That's actually a solid idea.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Actually a solid idea. Because
As
that
long
means
as we don't go down that hill shirtless.
I can go down the hill.
Well, he wasn't
Don't
shirtless
touch me there.
prior to going down the hill.
So do we all have to go down the hill, and whoever still has their nipples gets first pick?
I mean, if you
The
still have your
automatic-
nipple, you've already won. So you don't have to win the draft. But yeah, if you
I'll
come
take the last pick and I'll not do it.
with nipples, you're good.
No, but let's, we have time. Let's think about it. Run through ideas out as to a competition
Yeah.
to do the pick. I like it.
Yep. We do have a little time. We have very little time on Zoom because like Jason, I don't want to pay for the upgrade. Well, you might have Zoom upgrade, but I don't want to pay for NFL.
I'm not paying for
2 minutes, 45 seconds. So
So-
wrap it up, buddy.
All right. Should we do a keeper league?
That's a good question.
I
would vote no.
personally don't want to do a keeper league for
I don't think we
reasons
should.
I can't disclose.
Yeah, your team
Because
sucks.
you want to keep Justin Tucker. It's
Yeah,
your
because
only
you'll
keeper.
never get
No,
Justin Tucker.
no. But yeah, I can't disclose that information.
Is that a vote for no?
I
No.
think if
Yeah, no.
if we did it, we'd have to decide at the previous year so we know.
When we
so we're
draft
like
this
looking
year,
ahead to see which player they want. Because if you want to do a keeper league and then there's a player who you might think might be outstanding in the following years, but just need to break out. Because
Okay.
you got to think ahead a little bit.
Hmm.
All right, raise your hand if you're a yes.
For keeper league.
I like keeper leagues. Oh my. All right. All right. No keeper league.
No keeper league. And is there anyone not returning to the Howard Family Fantasy Football League? Good signs.
I'm in.
I'll do it again.
Should we add? Should we recruit anyone?
Well, you got to
And
get
so does it have to be 8 people?
nope. It has to be an even number though.
it has to be an even number.
Even number.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we had more people, it'd have to at least be two more
Two more.
people.
Correct.
Do you ever want to expand it past and not just have immediate family, but maybe have cousins and get it to a 12-team league?
Nah.
I
No,
say say immediate. So
I
if
say immediate.
Perfect.
Rena or Bella want to join, I think that's great. If anyone wants to join
Yeah.
immediate family,
That is
let's start
totally good.
Got it.
And
there. Mom
then
wants to start there.
and then
I think we have to suck Sarah, Stacy, and Allie into getting a team. How's that? Even if they join and have one team between the three of them.
Let's
I mean,
let's try and
Allie
recruit
already
a little
runs
bit.
2 different teams. I don't know if she wants a third.
You have to wrap it up.
Okay. And thank you. We are running out of time, but thank you for joining the Howard Family Fantasy Football League Week 17 recap. This has been a lot of fun doing all these podcasts, and we'll be back next season. And
Thank you to Ben and Pete for
Yeah.
putting these together and doing it. It was awesome.
Yep.
Added
Fun.
big addition to the league.
Yeah.
awesome.
Had fun.
Thank you guys.
Thank you,
Happy
guys.
New Year.
Well, thanks everyone.
Thanks,
Happy
Ben.
New
Thank you,
Year.
guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.